Okay, we're good.
Nobody's fucking talking about it. Look at your camera.
Yeah.
Come on, Gertsen.
So is it your first time at Inverclyde? Have you been here before? Or?
It's my first time for a long time. I came here probably, I was trying to work it out, maybe 15, 16 years ago or something. Came here as a junior player playing for Wales, a long time ago. But yeah, I haven't been back since, so it's a lot different to how it was before, but it's lovely. Yeah, it's done a job for us this weekend. And good accommodation. Players have enjoyed. They're having a residential camp here, so it's been a good start to the youth squad for the season. Yeah.
And how did your first session as national youth coach go?
Really well. It's helped. I know the players pretty well. For the last 3 years, on and off coaching, I've been involved with some of the squads in Scotland anyway, so had an idea of what to expect in terms of the players. But what's nice is now I can sort of have my own kind of slant on it. I know it's not going to be a one-off. I got a certain number of days that Richard sorted out with the governing body to work with these guys. So we're really happy with the level, the energy level, the atmosphere in the hall. The players work great. Has been massive room for improvement, but a good start and really encouraged by it. And there's plenty to work with, a lot of potential. So really happy with what there is about, and coaches are doing good stuff outside, in the clubs and that as well, which is pleasing, and that's what I want to try and build on as well.
As you say, there are lots of the club coaches are here. What advice would you give us, the people who are working with the same players? Is any particular advice, things that we need to work on while the players are in their class?
I think something that stands out for me is maybe, we've got to always work on technique and stuff like that as well, but maybe a bit more sort of irregular stuff and getting the guys to maybe switch on a little bit more in terms of what they're doing, thinking a bit more about it. I think they're fine when it's going exactly where they want the ball to go, where things are going right for them. When things get a bit tougher, a bit more challenging, it obviously depends. It's different for different levels of player, but I think maybe looking to sort of challenge them a bit more and make things a bit more, or get them thinking a bit more. But also, what I think needs to happen a bit more is the guys. I know I have a lot of phone calls of parents, coaches before I even started this, and I think I'd like it to come more from the players. I'm trying to get the players to go to their coaches and tell them what they need to work on from this camp, and not their parents tell me what, or their coaches tell me what. I want it to come more from that side of things, and that's something I want to build on. So the players know what they've got to do, and take more ownership in terms of what they've got to do as well. But coaches have a massive importance in terms of guiding and helping them along. But I want to make sure that it's much better communication than maybe it has been in the past. I don't know if it's been good or not, but that's kind of what I'm all about, is making sure that everyone's aware of what we're trying to do. And I've got to speak to Richard about how it works, but I want to make sure that things are done the right way and everything's transparent. And what I'm doing in the hall here is passed over to coaches, and I'm willing for them to call me or email me, speak to me about anything, or be involved in the camps in the future, and come in and observe and get involved, and want to make it much more open and accessible in terms of what we're doing. So I'm looking forward to trying to create that kind of atmosphere and network, really, which I've had some success with in the past, and want to bring it to Scotland as well.
A theme of Michelle Goodall's talks has been the involvement of parents. He's looked at lots of the top players, and it feels like they're very involved parents. Do you think that should be the model, that parents should be actively involved in their...
I think we have to really value what parents offer, because the amount of commitment, dedication that parents have to put into, I know for myself how much money and time my parents spent, paying for tournaments and transporting me all over the place. So it can never be like parents need to take a back seat, because I understand they care and they want to be involved, but it's got to be a good balance, I think. Parents have to be educated as well and know when's the right time to leave their child to it, and leave their child learn for themselves, and not talk for their child, not play for their child. They can't do it for them. We need to create some kind of independence, and like parents to be involved, and obviously care and support, but let the players work with the coaches, and let the guys who know what they're doing, take ownership for that.
And finally, so what have you got planned for the players for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year, so we've got, I think we've got about 22 days where I'm, which is sort of up until March, the financial year really, where I've got days to work with the guys. I'm going to European Youths with them next month as well. Obviously, I'd like to be more involved in competition, but I'm just going to be out the training with them, so we'll just be working around, and I'm relying on the coaches that go to the competitions to feed back to me, and we can build the training around their individual games, and we'll see how they get on in Jersey, and I'll be speaking to the coaches after Jersey to see how they get on. Like I said, it would be like be at all these competitions, but I'm only part-time and just doing the days that I've been given at the moment until I've got other stuff in my life that I need to consider as well. But I'll do everything I can to make this role successful. But in terms of what we're going to be doing, we're just going to be making sure we're pushing forward, working hard, doing the right things. The guys will work around individual games and making sure, and I think just making sure that the culture's right and the training is right and everyone's on the same wavelength and wants to win for Scotland. I think at the start of this camp my philosophy is kind of like no ego, as I said at the start. It's been too much in the past. People want to win for themselves, play against someone from Scotland in the nationals and they want to beat each other, but I want it to be more about winning. When we go abroad, or starting to get better results when we go abroad, and seeing a kind of bigger picture, and getting the guys to work more as a team, fight hard to get in the team, but support each other when they're not selected or when they're not involved. And I think the whole culture needs to be better. I think that's what we need to create from everyone, and I think everyone's got a part to play in that. Whether you do a club one night a week or a bigger club, I think everyone's got to buy into it and support the players, parents, get involved and make a better kind of community around everything that we're doing. So I think that's the way forward.
But in general, you've enjoyed moving to Scotland?
I've enjoyed moving to Scotland, yeah. I didn't move here for the table tennis. I've been in Inverness. That's just kind of something that's come along, really. I moved there for different things, different reasons, but I'm enjoying the blend I've got now. I've always been kind of full-time table tennis for a long time, and it's been nice to have a little bit of a break from it and realise how much I miss it. And I think I'm enjoying coaching more than I've ever done because I'm doing something else in my life as well. I think I appreciate kind of the other jobs that I've been trying the last couple of years. I realise actually table tennis is what I enjoy most and probably better at maybe than others as well. So it's been nice. It's been a good move for me. Miles away from everywhere, but I haven't seen Nessie yet either, which is a bit disappointing. But I find it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheers.